In the heart of the ocean lies an enigmatic pit on a secluded island. A source of mysteries and legends revolve. This pit has demanded 264 years of human exploration, claimed several lives, and incurred colossal expenses. Some believe this island to be cursed, and others are convinced that the devil is imprisoned in this pit. The recurring catastrophes that strike whenever they near the solution to the mystery seem to support these beliefs. However, the persistent search continues to this day, driven by the conviction that a vast treasure lies buried beneath the earth, awaiting discovery. Welcome, I am Ahmed Mahmoud. But before we start, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell so that our videos reach you first. Situated on the southern shoreline of Nova Scotia, Canada, lies a small island spanning approximately 140 acres. This island is one among 350 that constitute Mahone Bay, which overlooks the Atlantic Ocean. Since its discovery, the island has been shrouded in mystery. Unique to the bay, it boasts a large population of oak trees, leaving many to wonder whether this is their native habitat or if they were planted by humans. This led to the island being christened Oak Island. Predominantly forested, much of the island was deserted with a sparse population. In 1795, a teenager named Daniel McGinnis ventured to the island for hunting. He reported seeing an unusual light emanating from the midst of the trees. Upon investigating, he found what appeared to be a filled hole beneath a tree. This sparked the idea that a buried treasure might be hidden underground, a notion fueled by tales of pirates frequenting the island in the 17th century. The infamous pirate William Kidd was known for burying his treasures, leading to speculation that he might have visited Oak Island and concealed a treasure there. Intrigued by this possibility, Daniel shared his discovery with two friends. The prospect of unearthing a hidden treasure was too enticing to resist, and the following day, armed with digging tools, the trio set out in hopes of returning from their expedition as wealthy men. Upon commencing their excavation and reaching a depth of approximately 60 centimeters, they had barely cleared the soil when they discovered a collection of stones arranged in a circular pattern around a hole. It seemed as though someone had marked the spot. This discovery fueled their excitement, affirming that they were on the right track. They continued to dig until they reached a depth of 3 meters, where they encountered a wooden barrier made of oak, cut precisely to fit the hole. This indicated that something was indeed concealed beneath. Their enthusiasm escalated, and they persisted in striking the wooden barrier until it broke. Underneath, they found another layer of soil. They continued to dig until they reached an additional depth of 3 meters, where, to their surprise, they found another wooden barrier similar to the first. At this point, they began to realize that the task was beyond their capabilities. If they were to dig any further, they would not be able to escape. Consequently, they decided to halt their excavation, content with their progress until they could find assistance. After 7 long years of relentless efforts, Daniel and his friends managed to convince businessman Simeon Linz in 1802 to assist them in their quest for the alleged treasure. Intrigued by their story, Linz established the Onslow Company, with the primary objective of recovering Oak Island's treasure. Work officially commenced in 1803, picking up from where Daniel and his friends had left off. They discovered that every 3 meters they dug, they encountered wooden planks obstructing their path, much like the ones Daniel had previously encountered. This discovery fueled the workers' enthusiasm and instilled hope that they were on the brink of a significant find. Their conviction was further strengthened when they unearthed coconut tree fibers in one of the layers. Despite the fact that coconuts do not naturally grow in the region, and the nearest coconut tree is approximately 2,400 kilometers away from the island. This led them to believe that these fibers were deliberately placed there by hand, and they began to suspect a connection to pirates. While this discovery appeared to be a significant stride towards unraveling the mystery, subsequent events only served to complicate matters further. Upon reaching a depth of 28 meters beneath the surface, equivalent to the height of a 10-story building, their equipment struck a solid object. Upon extraction, they identified it as a type of stone resembling granite. Intriguingly, This type of stone is extremely rare in this region, yet it was well known among the ancient Egyptians. This led them to speculate that it might be a part of the treasure, possibly a stone pilfered from Egypt. Their astonishment grew when they discovered that the stone bore inscriptions in an unfamiliar language. After numerous attempts at translation, they deciphered the inscription to read, "Under 40 feet, 2 million coins are buried." Despite some dismissing this interpretation as nonsense, the majority viewed it as definitive evidence of the treasure's existence. At a depth of 30 meters, they encountered another object which appeared to be a wooden box. Believing they had finally located the treasure, they decided to rest for the night and return the following day to retrieve it at their leisure. Upon their return the following day to retrieve the treasure, they were confronted with a startling sight. The pit was inundated with an enormous volume of water. Despite their efforts to drain it, the water level would rise again, surpassing its previous level. Lacking the necessary equipment to address this issue, they were forced to cease their excavation. Ultimately, they conceded defeat and surrendered, and in 1805 AD, the company itself was dissolved. Once word spread about the puzzling and mysterious engraved stone, interest in the island and the pit surged. In 1849, an expedition equipped with advanced tools set out to unearth the treasure. This time, they were able to confirm the existence of a wooden box submerged underwater. Their hopes were further bolstered when they discovered 3 rings from a gold chain. Their initial task was to address the water issue. They observed that the water level would rise and fall, much like the ebb and flow of tides, leading them to conclude that there must be a source supplying the pit with water. They embarked on a new excavation journey and eventually discovered a tunnel located 150 meters from the pit, which seemed to be the source of the water. However, their joy was short-lived as they encountered the same problem of the water refilling each time they attempted to drain it. This suggested the existence of another tunnel connected to the first, possibly even multiple tunnels, all originating from the ocean. Consequently, in 1851, they abandoned the endeavor entirely, having exhausted all their resources in the search. The numerous challenges faced by the explorers each time they attempted to make progress led to a belief among the people that the treasure would only reveal itself after the death of 7 individuals. Regrettably, the death toll has already reached 6. The first casualty occurred in 1860, when an attempt to extract water using steam-powered pumps resulted in an explosion, claiming the life of a mission worker. Then, 37 years later in 1897, an explorer died under mysterious circumstances. The most notable incident took place in 1965, when Robert Restall, a motorcycle driver, decided to embark on the expedition with his 18-year-old son, a friend, and a group of assistants. On August 17th, Restall's son was shocked to find his father unconscious in the pit. In his attempt to assist his father, he too lost consciousness and fell beside him. Upon seeing them, their friend descended into the pit only to faint as well. The same fate befell 2 of the assistants. It was eventually deduced that they had succumbed to carbon monoxide poisoning. Tragically, only 1 individual could be saved, resulting in the deaths of Restall, his son, his partner, and 1 of the assistants. Following these events, fear of the island spread, and rumors circulated that it was cursed. Some believed that the individual who hid the treasure had employed satanic rituals for its protection, while others claimed that the pit was the dwelling of the devil himself. Some even went as far as to suggest that strange creatures with luminescent eyes were guarding the pit. Despite all the rumors and occurrences associated with the island, Oak Island has seen numerous visits and exploratory expeditions throughout its history. Each time, they unearthed peculiar artifacts from various periods, further complicating the mystery. The search continues to this day, with 2 brothers, Rick and Marty Lagina, who have been on the quest for the treasure since 2007. Their daily journey is documented in a television program that has been running for 10 seasons. However, no one has yet uncovered the secret of the pit or the alleged treasure. Some intriguing theories suggest that the treasure will not reveal itself until all the oak trees on the island have died, Interestingly, all the trees have indeed perished, save for one. So, one wonders, when the last tree dies, will they finally discover the treasure, or will the entire matter prove to be a mere legend? Please share your thoughts in the comments below and tell us, what do you think? That's it for now. Who made it this far? Those who made it this far are the best people. Please give us a like before you leave so we know how many made it to the end. And don't forget, if you have a suggestion for an episode, write it to us in the comments. See you in the next episode. Have a good night. Bye.